Alrighty. Let's not spend too long on preamble today, huh? Here we are. Um, I was bored. I felt like I was gonna take a nap, and that's bad. So I decided I would turn this on to keep me up and have me do some hobby stuff. So, that's what we're doing. Shit, we'll swap over. Give me a second. Here we go. Nap is good. Raw. Hi, Tanner. Mwah. Okay. Alrighty then. I didn't get my chat. Fuck. Not gonna be too long today. My guess is it's probably only gonna be like an hour or so. Just until we assemble them. And then that'll be it. Okay. There's chat. Yeah. Okay. Bye, Finn. Hi, Dreamy. We got, Terminator Squad. The new Termies. Very classic design that has been brought into the 21st century using nice modern sculpting conventions and design conventions. Ooh, that's far more sprues than I was expecting. Always nice to have another Space Marine sprue. Not sprue, decal sheet. Little instruction booklet. We got our bases, yeah. A lot of sprues for just 5 guys. I guess they're kind of big. Okay. We got shoulder pads, we got heads on this one, we got some of the heavy weapons. This appears to have all of the torsos, at least the backs, not the fronts. The fronts are on this one. 1, 2, 3 fronts. Oh, this has 2 fronts on it. Okay, so these are the main bodies. So we'll stick with these sprues here. This one will go away. These guys have pretty good options from what I've seen. Lots of different little greebles and things. Their weapon options are semi-limited, but not anything crazy. They have a couple variants, which is always cool. And they have a, where is it? There's a homing beacon, because these guys, there it is. These guys specifically teleport onto the field. At least they're given that option to deep strike off of the homing beacon, which is cool. Okay, they're on 40 mils. That's pretty big. Normal Space Marines are on 32 mils, I think. I feel like I'm missing the base for the beacon. Was it inside of another one? Because this is the 5 for the Terminators. The beacon has a base. Is it in the box? There it is. So there are 5 unhelmeted heads, which I will be using none of. It says to assemble all of the weapon arms. It looks like you can give them a power fist, a chain fist, or some kind of fist that has a gun attached to it. What is that called? What is that? Does it, where are the rules? Sometimes it has them. Interesting. Okay, well, let's get started. We'll cut out all the heads first, because that's just a good place to start, I think. So that's what we will do. I think this one's the leader because it has the skull on it. I think. What will it tell me about him? Yes, it's the leader because it has the skull on the forehead. His rank. So no head. Spike's phone on the fucking street. I would do that too. That would be me. I would do that exact thing. I'd spike at the floor. How dare you? I think I could give another one of them the red, the cool looking ocular thing. But I think I'm gonna have only the squad captain or the sergeant or whatever have it. So the rest of them just get normal heads. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. Gonna clean off the tops. You know what? I think this is a good opportunity to bring out the files. A little bit of filing. A little bit of filing. Ooh, they're really reflective. Trying to find which one I think will be best. Ooh, there's a square one. Square one seems like it'll probably be okay. It almost feels like these don't have texture, though I know that's not true. It's just very fine. Very fine texture. I can feel it. Like the sides don't have texture, it's the flat bit. I can feel the texturing. I think anyway. Yes, that is working. Think about filing. So you gotta be careful. You gotta check it often. Because it's working, absolutely. You can tell just by looking at the file. But you want to make sure that you're not shaving away too much. You want to always take the file off after just a second and double check. What's on the agenda today? Oh, we are assembling 5 Terminators, the Primaris Terminator Squad. That worked really well, actually. I mean, I don't know why I'm shocked. It's a file. It files. Going to see Deadpool later. I don't know exactly when, so I have to hurry this damn stream up. I think Connor and Landon were gonna film. I think Connor and Landon were gonna film Best in Jest today, but all the Deadpool showings were either too late or too early, so I think we're seeing the film and then they're gonna record. Sorry if that's a bit immersion breaking. They actually have to go and record it like a planned schedule at some point in the week. So they got a full day. I don't. I'm sitting here bored because, you know, they go and do their work and then I'm an unemployed bum. So I'm like, dang, man, I'm kind of bored. I'll hear by my lonesome. It sure would be cool if I could do something. And I said, wait a second, why don't I hobby? And I was like, you know what? I'll assemble those Terminators. And I got the box, and I said, shit, like, I'm my own man. Why don't I just stream it? Yeah, I'm only stream 3 days a week, but, like, if I'm feeling it, just turn that shit on. I didn't know there was a new Deadpool until, like, right now. That's actually shocking, because they've been pretty aggressive with the marketing. And I've seen, like, 3 films in the past 3 months in the theater, and all of them have had Deadpool and Wolverine trailers in front of it. It was 2 horror movies, and fuck, what was the other one? It was Quiet Place, day 1. It was Long Legs, and there was another one that wasn't a horror movie. Streaming is a good way to earn money. I think that, no offense, Yuri, I think that might be objectively untrue. For, like, everyone. He realized he's got free will? Literally. I think streaming can be a way to make good money. But, like, you could say that about anything. Killing people can be a good way to make money. You know? But no, I mean, if you look up there at the DMV disaster, we ain't making any money here, and that's okay. Reese becomes conscious at the ripe age of 28. You know, maybe I'm a late bloomer. I get paid once a month. All my money comes from subs, and I'm very appreciative, but it is not something I can live off of. If I didn't live with Connor, I would be working somewhere else. I'm very fortunate that he allows me to try this out and see if we can make it work. The problem is, it's not. So I think we have to start thinking about other ways to do this. Like, do I become a VTuber? Do I drastically shift my personality and content trying to reach a bigger audience? Do I start being that guy that's like door to door asking for collabs from like people who I guess are kind of oomfies with me, you know? We're all mutes, or moots rather, not mutes. We're definitely not mute. We're streamers. We're moots. So like, I don't know. Something's got to change if I want this to work, and I'm not really sure what yet. Branding changes. Branding is important, but I think overall it's not the thing that draws people. Branding is important once you already have an established audience, because branding doesn't retain viewers, it only gets them in the door. So you want to try to figure out how to grow without that first. At least I think so. Maybe I'm very wrong about that, but it feels that way to me. Dreamy, these files were from you, right? Dreamy? I'll remember this time. Yes, yes, thank you, Dreamy. These actually are working very well. I know it's hard to tell because there's still discoloration from the stress on the plastic, but they're actually, like, super smooth. It's a lot more effort to do that, but the results can be worth it. I think the important part is choosing the best places to use it. So, like, of course, like, the tops of their heads, that's a good place to use a file, because everybody's going to be looking at that shit. Back in the case with you, file, evil beast. But yeah, I really like streaming. I think I've been having a lot of fun with it, but it's just not making money. Like, I'm not able to support myself on it. So, if I want to do that, and I understand that the vast majority... Oh. Thanks, Dreamy. Thank you. I'm going to be honest, that is not going towards popcorn. That's going towards me surviving. It's going towards groceries. But yeah, I just have to figure out, like, how to make it sustainable. And, you know, everyone's on here trying to do that. 99.9% of Twitch streamers are scraping and clawing trying to make that happen. And so I'm not special or different, but I have to figure out how to do it. And I think I'm running out of time. So I don't know. Something has to change. So, and that's not y'all's job to figure out either, obviously. That's my job to figure out. I'm looking for his arm. It says it's 18. Where is it? To be honest, you're already doing alright considering you sustained double-digit CCV, so don't put that down. Yeah, I mean, I think I'm doing alright retaining my consistent viewer base, but I'm not growing, and I get that's impossible to really, like, do. The thing I'd have to do is I don't think streaming every day is the right choice, because my CCV is actually going down doing that. I think 3 days a week is good. I think I need to start pushing maybe better on Twitter, maybe ask people I know who also stream to help push me. It's always about who you know, and I think I might have to leverage that more, even though it feels scummy. I have plenty of people I can draw on for advice. It's just, I don't know, it's hard. It's hard. I mean, really, what else can you say? Also, why am I want the power sword arm. What am I up to? Which one is that? What am I up to? I think I just cut out an arm I didn't need. Because the sergeant can have a power sword, and that's cool, because that makes him different. I do have a huge advantage, and I feel like I'm not leveraging it well enough. Or even if it's maybe not trying to leverage to make my content creator better, use my content creator connections to, like, find a job in the industry. I haven't spoken to anyone, but, like, you know, I know people who make merch. I know people who work in talent management. I know people who have connections to big corporations. So it's like, I don't know. Was I considering a VTuber model like Lando? I mean, it's something that I've considered, but, like, VTubing is just even harder because it doesn't change fundamentally your content. It only changes the medium a little bit. But, like, I feel like if you're not growing as a flesh tuber, unless you're, like, really fucking, you know, lightning in a bottle pop off as a VTuber, I don't think it's gonna work. And I don't think, personally, that I have that kind of pull, that charisma, that would really allow me to do that. Because my content's very chill, it's very low-key, which is fine, but I don't think it's, like, hard. I don't think it's feasible to do that. We still haven't bought in new Tamiya, so... FleshTuber? Are you guys pretending that that's not the accepted term? Are you guys pretending right now that everyone doesn't use that term, trying to gaslight me into being a freak? Because it's not going to work. That's the term? It is the term, but I kind of hate it. I mean, I hate it too, but we have to speak, you know, in the way that everyone else does if we don't want to be a freak, ironically. So we have 2 right arms. We need to do a couple more. I don't know why one of them gets that targeting reticle. Is it because he's the heavy weapons guy? I'm a heavy weapons guy. But I think it might be because he's heavy weapons guy. I know there was like some study where people watch streams more if they see the person's face, which is why I was wondering about VTuber models. I think it's true. I think in a lot of cases, I think VTubers' viewership would go up the second they stop being a VTuber. But in outlying cases, I feel it's the opposite. Like, it's a very, you know, already an outlier case, but like take someone like Zentreya and then suddenly make them a flesh person, like a real IRL streamer, and I think like most of their allure is gone. But like there are definitely some out there that I think would benefit from just ditching the VTube thing. I think that's true for most people. Or you use it like ancillary, like you have maybe 2 channels. I think going half and half on one channel is kind of too much. Like, oh, sometimes I'm a VTuber and sometimes I'm not. Like, I don't think personally that is sustainable long term for a platform, because you end up splitting your audience. I think it could work, maybe, but I haven't seen anyone do it successfully, like grow without already being established first. Like imagine being someone like me who's like, let's say even smaller. Let's say you're like 30 CCV, and you are both a flesh tuber and a VTuber. How do you grow doing that? I just don't think it's possible. So I think you either have to commit to one or the other, or if you're going to do both, really compartmentalize them. Like, really. Quinn got a huge boost because of his creative endeavors. Yeah, that's true. He's not really a fair comparison. And also, I don't know how much you guys follow Quinn. And Quinn and I'll be clear, we're mutuals. I've met him twice, I think. He's a nice guy. I like Quinn. But if you take a look at, like, sometimes he'll go on Twitter and he'll be like, okay, guys, poll time. Should I be FleshTuber or VTuber today? Almost overwhelmingly, it's FleshTuber almost every time. So, like, it's already saying, like, yeah, his audience is already split. There are people who are only there to see him as a FleshTuber already. And every time he's a VTuber, he then either loses a large majority of those people. So it's like, I don't know how much longer he could keep it up. And how much longer he'd want to. I don't talk to Quinn all the time. We are mutuals, kind of. He would know me as Connor's brother or Landon's friend, I think. Not as me, which is fine. I don't expect him to know me. But that's just what I've been observing as someone outside looking in. He and I have never spoken about this. He, having access to all the rest of the information, might be completely not like that at all. But just from an outside perspective, that's what it appears like to me. But it would be one thing if he's Quinn Bennett and he's only an IRL streamer, and then let's say he also is a VTuber with a completely different name and a different channel, where that's way more work and is also completely gambling, because you aren't able, you're growing 2 channels at once, and the VTuber one specifically, you're building off of a brand that is completely separated from your other one, like completely. So you have to start from scratch. That's hard. That's like ridiculous. Isn't that basically what Lando is doing? Yes. And I guess that might give me a bias because Landon's my friend, and it's like, oh, well, of course you would think what Landon's doing is the right choice. But I do think what Landon is doing is the right choice. Finished my first unit of clan rats. Let's go, bro. I still need to prime all mine. I've been finding I need to have a good night to like prime all my shit. But it's hard to find the time. It's so fucking hot during the day. I can never find time to prime stuff. Orbital Circuit is saying hello to Yuri the Yuri roll. Something, I'm missing some kind of context here. But yeah, that's kind of my 2 cents. We're really, really fast approaching the point. We're honestly past it. If I'm really being honest myself, of the time where I should have been getting a part-time job to supplement my income. We're definitely past that at this point, which is a shame. But Link is famous and one of my favorite tweeters. Let's go. The merch aspect comes... that is the thing that VTubers have better than FleshTubers. VTubers are marketable. They are many, many merchandising opportunities for VTubers. Yeah. I'm counting how many arms I have. I need 5 left arms. And it's funny because I kind of sound like I know what I'm talking about when I talk like this, but I'm genuinely talking out of my ass, just what I've heard from other people and observed myself. Because I can't really talk about how to grow a brand, because I haven't succeeded yet. I think I need to be way more big on socials. I think I would probably have to start editing clips, either short form content or just straight up 10-minute edited VODs. It's hard with this kind of content to do that, though. I'm not sure what shape that would take, and we've talked about that before. I don't know what shape that would take. I'm looking for 85. Not 83. 84. Not that one either. It's a wrist plate that has like a targeting reticle. It's like the one different one. I don't know why specifically this one is different. I don't know enough about Terminators as a unit. Not this one, or this one, or this one. Maybe it's on this. It sure was on this one. Cool. You also pretty much exclusively do Warhammer mini building painting streams, but have expressed frustration with not being able to put out good gaming watch-along content in the past. I still stand by that. I think my best content is this content. I'm not a very good gamer, which I know doesn't really matter, but that's a drawing point, at least to get people's, like, your foot in the door in people's minds. I think I like a lot of games that are really bad to watch. I love, like, single-player long games or brainless multiplayer games, and those are just not interesting. I like MMOs, but those are also awful for viewership and like chat interaction and viewer retention. So it's hard. Gaming specifically is really hard to do. I can't imagine how, like, corpo VTubers who are, like, very limited in the kind of games they can play, like, how difficult that is. Because I can choose any game on the planet to stream, and I still think most of them are trash choices. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to throw in the towel because I really like streaming, but I don't want to go back to working 50 hours a week at Chick-fil-A and then streaming at 1 a.m. Like, I don't know. I don't know. It's hard. Not that I would ever go back to Chick-fil-A. They wouldn't take me back even if I asked. We burned that bridge. Which is fine. It wasn't worth crossing. Ironically, RuneScape, you guys loved that shit. A lot of people did. I don't know why. I think it's because a lot of people, especially in the sphere that I kind of float in, literally don't know what RuneScape is. So, like, it's very fresh and new. Common RuneScape win? Literally true. Now we make the gun arms. All of their left arms are melee, and all of their right arms have a storm bolter. What do you guys know about a storm bolter? Terminators are basically souped up space marines. They got bigger armor. They got bigger armaments. They are souped up. Which is epic. We love that for them. I'm looking for the other half of this guy's bolter. Presumably it's one that has a hand attached to it. Oh, there it is. Never big on RuneScape as a big Diablo 2 player and then got into WoW. Pretty based. RuneScape is a glorified idle game, but it also, at times, is a very intensive game. It's very interesting RuneScape, when you really think about what it is. Streaming, I think, is an easy job as far as the actual work part. It's the making it able to earn money. Like, the moment-to-moment streaming is easy. No one will tell you that streaming video games is hard. If they are, they're lying. The hard part is the stuff outside of the work. It's all metrics. It's branding. It's growth. That's the hard part. Which I think could be argued it's part of the job, but I wouldn't count it as the actual work. Like, I don't know. Streaming is easy. Branding is hard. I don't know. It's the most important part, and I think that's the part where people look over. Streaming is an easy job once you have it all figured out. It's the figuring it out part that's hard. Like, really hard. I'm running out of glue. This is not good. Like, really not good. Yeah, I think that's a good idea, Phaedros. Next time I go, I should buy 2. Even though it'll last me a long-ass time, I should buy 2. Sure, there's work to streaming too, like having to be entertaining, etc. I think, while that's true, I don't think that's that difficult. Because once you have an audience, and getting there is the hard part, they'll listen to you do anything. It's the hard part at that point is finding something that you're not bored with. Like, they'll watch you play anything once you're big enough, but it's the I actually want to do it part. Like, I'm sure it's absolutely miserable to play some games that people stream all the time, but they have to pretend it's not. Because that's just how it is. It's the getting to that point that's the hard part. It's the metrics. It's the branding. You know, because obviously I've been playing around with how often I stream, when I stream. Yeah. That's why I'm a boring database admin. That might be boring, but that's got to be a pretty stable job. That kind of stuff is needed basically everywhere. It's kind of the opposite of streaming. Streaming's a pretty fun job, I would argue. But you're basically not required at all by society. So, like, you have to find your place. Yourself, you have to force it. Sometimes the hand of fate must be forced. But don't you ever forget it. That's my man Illidan. That's a goat right there. I watch Racer whenever I feel anxious. Why? Because watching me, you understand that there's someone out there who has it worse. No, I know. It's because I'm relaxing. I understand. Whenever you want to be reminded that maybe your problems aren't so bad, you can come watch me. And I have lots of problems too. Chat, kill this guy. Okay, that's it. Let's kill this guy. Let's beat him to death with hammers. I love it that's with hammers. Have you guys ever seen that tweet? Like, if me and the boys ran into a gray alien in the field, we would beat it to death with hammers. Like, why hammers? And also, absolutely, if you found a gray alien, beat that guy to death. There's no way his intentions are good. Look at that fucker. Big ass head. Get out of my fucking planet. It was E.T. It was E.T. If me and the boys had E.T., we would have beaten him to death with hammers. And I would have too. That thing is horrifying. E.T. is so disgusting. It scared me so bad as a little kid when he went to the hospital or whatever and was like dying. Oh, it was awful. Disgusting, deplorable, wretched beast. Kill it. How about a green alien? Is it like a sexy green or... I would rather have horrifying bug aliens over that weird fucking disgusting ET. Gross. Get off my world, freak. What if it was a xenomorph, but the long-ass head was flaccid? That would just be goofy. He'd probably be chill, though. He'd have low self-esteem, so we'd be able to, like, kind of be charismatic with him, and he'd be alright with us. E.T. is based on a tarsier or tarsier monkey, and they really do have long ass fingers and eyes like that. That is horrifying. I hate monkeys enough as it is. Why would you tell me this? 1, 2, 3 gun arms. I need one more gun arm, and then we have to leave one of them because one of the guys has a heavy weapon, I think. How many guys... Actually, I don't know how many of them can have a heavy weapon. Which... that guy can have missile launchers. It actually says none of them can have a heavy weapon. You just do it. Okay, well, I think it's only one. Oh, here he is. This guy's got a flamethrower. Oh, it's the heavy weapon or the missile launchers. We'll split it. One guy will have the missile launchers and one guy will have the heavy weapon. I want to give him the Gatling gun, not the flamer. That's the classic Terminator Gatling gun. 98, 99. Okay, we can do that. I believe it's on the third sprue. 98. But yeah, I really enjoy streaming the hobby stuff. It's very relaxing for me too, and I think, at least I hope that you guys have fun during them. Viewership is always up and down, but it's slowly shrinking, which is bad, obviously. And obviously it's my job to fix that. I think the answer is... Fuck, I don't know. More social media. More pushing my brand on YouTube, on TikTok. I don't know. Space Marine Terminators get 1 heavy per 5, so keep that in mind. Well, Phaedros, I'm goofy as shit, and I only collect, and I don't play at all. So I constantly break rules with my assembly. Half of my assembled squads are completely tournament illegal. But I only want 1, because it looks best with only 1 heavy weapons. I am out of glue. There's no way. There's no way. There's barely any left in here. Are we going to have to assemble the rest of these guys with sprue glue? We might have to. Because we got some of that left. We got a pretty good amount of that left. Actually. So now we have 4 gun arms. We need 1 more gun arm. Kind of want to do this one, the one that says it's part 79. I like the way that one's angled. It looks different. What's sprue glue? It's a half-empty bottle of the glue that you threw a bunch of old sprue in. And it melts the sprue down over time. And it's like more like a paste than a glue. And it helps glue stuff together and also fill gaps. You guys have seen me use sprue glue before. I use it all the time. Usually at least once per assembly stream. Fake fans or what? It's this one. That's full of paste. See, it's all viscous. That's the goo. I think I even call it that when I use it. Don't make me get the goo, and then I get the goo. I think I noticed. I did notice you had 2 bottles. Wasn't sure the difference. Yep. One of them is sprue glue. Good for gap filling, or for particularly strong bonds. If you need a little bit extra oomph. Twitch keeps stopping me from sending messages because it says I'm doing it too fast. Oh, heard. No blood offerings to Corn today? Hopefully not. I try not to cut myself. I really do. I'm doing a good job today. The new cutters really help with that because there's not nearly as much trimming that I gotta do. It's not sniffa neither. Is it peanut butter, the forgotten goo? No, it's not like peanut butter. Okay, almost done with this. Yeah, almost have all of the arms completed. These things, when I go to paint them, they're gonna fucking fall apart. All their hands are gonna come off. But we'll see. 5 melee, 5 guns. Alrighty. Well, it's time to start putting bodies together. And Hobby Lobby doesn't stock the glue. I went the other day. And it was a waste of my time. They stock plastic cement, but not Tamiya brand. So, what's the fucking point? Common Hobby Lobby L? Yeah. There's a Gunpla store. It's not too far from me. Like, it's literally, like, only Gunpla stuff, and they have it, so. Bye, Phaedros. Thanks for stopping by, buddy. I don't need to trim up these knee pads and stuff too much because they have big plates that go over them. Just really gotta smooth out the connection points, the bottoms of the feet. Live 15 minutes away from Gundam Planet. I don't know what that is, but it sounds awesome. We don't need much sprue glue on here to really make this work, so I'm gonna try to be conservative with my use. I feel like I'm extra gravelly today. Don't know why. I also want to be conservative because I don't want it to squish out of the join and create texture. Gotta be careful. I think it's because I'm kind of low energy, so I'm kind of gravelly. Which is fine, obviously. Shit. I dropped his torso. Where the hell did that go? Not far, but I don't want to have to get it. Oh, shit. Pick up with feet. Pick up with feet. Reese hair. Okay. So I really want to make sure the arm connection points are smooth. The tops of their big hoods are smooth. Arm connection points for sure need to be smooth. You want as much contact as possible, so you don't want the extra stuff getting in the way. And it says, put that shit on there. Okay, boss. It's your instruction manual. I'll do it. I'll put that shit on there. But sprue glue is not really meant for this kind of fine gluing work. But it's alright. It'll work. It does tend to leave little strings that I gotta make sure to get rid of. Little sleepers, but naps are evil. They sure are. They're for the dark of heart. Those who have malicious intentions. You guys go together real fast once you have all the arms assembled. It's that part that takes a long time. Getting all those arms all done. Because then these bodies just are too... It's like a clamshell. Give me a scare so I don't miss out. I am not yelling. Boo. There you go. That's all I got for you. Snake Awesome, thanks for the follow. I know I don't have notifications on. My phone told me you did it. So if you're still here, thank you. It says put that on, and then put his shin plates on. They got knee guards like little soccer players. I guess they're shin guards. I don't know why I said knee guards. They don't go up that. Actually, they do go over the knee, so I was right. Not a lot of mold lines on these guys. They're very good plastic. Very smart. Their sculpt as well. There's not a lot of parts that are very complex that would have a mold line on them. Let's get our file back out. Finally down some of the connection points on these. These work really well, thank you, Dreamy. I needed some. I had some cheapo files forever ago, but they were not nearly this high quality. These are really fine, so they're really good for this. Yeah, Link, didn't you say you took a nap yesterday and woke up at 4 p.m.? Isn't that like day ruining? Because that sounds day ruining. Sounds like a normal nap to me. If I went and took a nap at like 1 and woke up at 4, my day is over. That's it. I actually would get cooked that way. The sprue glue is not doing very well with this. I need to really push these together. There we go. And he's got little thigh plates or something. They're like hip guards. They're hip plates is really what they are on his hip. And he has special ones because he's the sergeant, so he gets more glam. That one flying. Thank God it didn't fly anywhere crazy. It's right here. I forgot this is a random stream, so tomorrow's a work day. Time for a big eat. Bye, pet the frogs. And these go on his little hips. Shit, I don't know which one's which. Okay, they'll only go one way. They'll only go one way. Where do they go? On this thing? This little orb? Yes, they go on that little orb. I can be a little bit more liberal with the use of the glue there because it is covered up. Now his arms go on. We have to make sure to be the right ones. We have our commander arms, so he gets the sword because he's the sergeant. His knee plate is coming off. Guess it needs more. You need some more glue there, big man? You'll get it. The other one's staying on well, so I don't know what's going on with this one. Orb mention? Yeah. I mean, it's a shape. It's a sphere. Like the one we have here in good old beautiful Las Vegas, I say, lying. Give me more goo. I need more goo from the sprue. I can't wait to see it IRL. It seems so pathetic. I think it will be both. I think it'll be bigger than you think it is. I've said that before too. The sphere. It's okay. It's not bad, the sphere. It's not bad. Let's move all these pieces out. We're an hour in and we're turning the page for the first time. Jesus. Oh my god, he gets a tilt shield? Oh no. Well, let's put his head on first. He gets the cool head. Where is it? It's this one. I picked right. I have an alarm going off? Sorry if I gave everybody PTSD. Oh, remember earlier when I said I felt like I was going to take a nap? I got up from my chair, set an alarm, and then I sat back down. And I said, nope. But I guess I left my alarm on. Now, how does his head sit in here? I don't know how low it's supposed to be. This seems right. God, Terminators are so cool. They're so cool. Surely none can find fault with the Las Vegas sphere. Surely. He gets a tilt shield, bro? Oh, that's so annoying. I hate applying tilt shields. It's so hard. They're so cool, though, but it's so hard. I want to give him the one with the purity seals, I think. He's the sergeant, so he should have a lot of purity seals. Your dad's obsessed with that thing? The sphere? I've not been inside of it. It's yet to have a show that I think is worth seeing. But I have heard it is very cool. I have heard that. Does the tilt... Oh, I need to apply the shoulder pad before I put the tilt shield on. Oops. 106 and 107. Heard that, boss. And the fancy first company shoulder goes on their left, and the blank shoulder goes on their gun arm. See, it's wispy. It wants to make wisps. Bye, Medai. Enjoy the rest of your day. Or I guess your sleep. Yeah, the spheres only had music in it for like boomers for some reason. Like fucking, what was it, U2 and the Grateful Dead? Where's 3 Days Grace? You know? I don't want to see the Grateful Dead. I'm 28. Median voter, music taste, like literally, like what the hell are they doing? Like, are you telling me like someone like Fall Out Boy like couldn't fucking fill the sphere? They absolutely could, but maybe that's the thought. I don't think it's that big of a venue. Actually, these tilt shields are ingenious the way they have these. So actually, I love them. That was awesome. That went on so easy. Thank you, Games Workshop. Okay, so this guy's technically done. He has little greebles that will apply at the end. But, look how cool Terminators are. Look how giant this guy is. And he's got details where it counts. He's not, like, super over-designed. He's got the Aquila, he's got some thigh plates, he's got a little knee detail. But he's not, like, super crazy. Very simple. And he's huge because here's a normal Space Marine next to him. Like, he's a lot bigger than they are. And then even more, here's a normal-sized woman next to him. Yeah. Terminators are gigantic. So there's the Sergeant, done. And he stands up, look at that. Alrighty, next one. People really love the Terminators. I know a YouTuber who's bought like maybe 6 boxes of these. He loves them so much. I forgot to zoom back out. Yeah, he's bought maybe 6 boxes of Terminators. And that's, to be clear, expensive. These guys are $60 for 5. That's Eons of Battle, the YouTuber. He loves Terminators. And he's a successful Warhammer YouTuber, so I don't think Games Workshop gives him models, but I do think his friendly local game store that's not Games Workshop affiliated probably cuts him deals. I wouldn't be surprised. I think he's also sponsored by some kind of game store, so I wouldn't be surprised if they gave him deals either. The legs have pegs from the torso, so I'm just putting sprue glue in there and then sticking it on, because it'll be good that way. Buy a whole case, the local game store would give you a regular's discount. They probably would, honestly, if you wanted to say like, hey man, I want your entire latest shipment of Terminators. If I bought all of them literally right now, could I get like 30% off or whatever? I bet that could work. I think I'm running out of time. I'm taking this too relaxed. I'm having fun, and I think at any moment Connor's gonna come in here and say, "Hey man, the movie's at like 5:15. We gotta go." I don't. For the record, I have no idea when the film is. I have no idea. I know we're seeing it. I know it's not super late. But other than that, I know nothing. One of the very first Warhammer games ever. There was Warhammer Rogue Trader, Warhammer 40,000 Rogue Trader, which is a very classic version of the game. But one of the very first like standalone Warhammer games that wasn't like big armies featured Terminators. It was Terminators and it was Gene Stealers, and it was called Space Hulk. And Terminators got a couple of model updates, but they were really ancient by the time they got this one. Like, really ancient. Everyone was super stoked to see them get new models because they truly are like a classic, like a staple of the game, and they deserve to have a modern sculpt. You gotta tell me what you thought. Yeah, I mean, I'll stream tomorrow as normal, and I'll probably talk about it there. I'll probably try to avoid spoilers and just be general about it, though. In the same way I was about long legs when I spoke about it. What? Did I sleep it instead of turn it off? Get out of here. Be gone now. This would make good engagement bait. My little brother ruins my Warhammer stream. Yeah. It still always feels weird to call him that. Because technically, I guess he is. But, like, I don't think once in my life, ever, have I ever referred to him that way. That's the wrong piece. Am I a doofus? Yes. I cut out the front. I need the back. Wait, didn't I cut out the back? I thought I did. I need part 40. 40. Nope, it's right here. Now it's paused. I'd like to be able to see the playback. It's always weird in anime when they act like the age difference is important. Yeah. It would be I think if it wanted to be more true to life, I can't speak for a Japanese twin, obviously, but I feel like there's no way they would do that. That they would just refer to each other by their names. No title. An honorific at the end, sure. But just their names. Because I've never met a set of twins who are like, oh yeah, man, we definitely, you know, the age difference is important to us. Not once. And our parents have never acted like that either. Just two normal men. What do you mean, normal men? We're just innocent men. It's funny. The English get fucking put on blast for basically their whole culture and history, right? And it's really funny. But then also at the same time, I think a lot of people respect their, like, humor. Did I cut out the wrong one here? This isn't fitting right. Or is it on the wrong side? Is it? No. Because this is a left. But it's not right. Right? Because it's... Oh, maybe it was on the wrong side. It was. It didn't look right. Because, like, British humor is, like, really good. It's so dry. And I think in a lot of ways that's just so much better. It tends to be really witty, too. Okay, let us hope that those don't come off. 44 and 47, looking for his thigh plates. 44. He gets normal ones because he's not the sergeant. And I know the other Terminators make fun of him for his normal thigh plates, or hip guards, or whatever the fuck. I know they make fun of him and he gets pissed. He goes and punches a servitor or something. Leave him alone? My bad. He's a glorious servant to the Emperor. Does his duty well. I'm sure he only killed 4 civilians on his last mission to a Terran world. Though, I don't think anyone ever refers to it as Terran worlds. They're Imperial worlds. Terran worlds feels off. And I think it is. Bye, Yuri. Thanks for hanging out. It was fun having you. And then I just pick 2 arms at random for the schmuck. He'll be a normal one. He'll be a normal boy with his normal arms that are not at all abnormal. Good for him. It's funny, I didn't want to like influence what you guys got me on Throne, but it's so funny that these were the literal last thing that anyone ever got. Because they've been on there a while, and I've wanted them really bad. And I wanted them really bad. We like bugs and rats, not just a guy. Yeah, but isn't it fun to like look at this guy. The Space Marines send up really cool, and the yellow's really fun. Like, he's awesome. And what good are bugs and rats if they don't have big men to shoot at them or whatever? You need the contrast. Next time, if you want something the most, remove everything and leave what you want. No. No. Daga kotowaru da. It said this guy was supposed to be the heavy weapons guy. Wait. Uh-oh. If I made a mistake. No, any one of them could be the heavy weapons guy. It doesn't matter. They all have the same torso. It doesn't matter. I am heavy weapons guy. You know, from the famous video game Team Fortress. Can I be honest with you guys? And I'm sorry if anyone here really likes Team Fortress. I fucking despise Team Fortress. It has been held as some kind of gaming standard, like it's some fantastic game for years, and Valve has just let that shit languish, and it is a bot-ridden piece of shit, and everyone's like, man, this game rules. I wish it would come back. I fucking don't. It was really fun. I think I've talked about it before, actually. This is now ringing a bell. It was literally best before all of the items were introduced on the fucking orange box. Just vanilla-ass TF2. All of the items made it so unbalanced and so awful. Demonites make me want to punch a hole in my wall. Holy shit, it's so unbalanced. Piece of shit. Kind of want his gun arm to be up. I don't think anyone disagrees. Oh, I have a friend who loves Team Fortress 2 and wants nothing more for it to be played until the end of time. And I respect his opinion. I love this guy. But man, I have not met someone who loves a game that doesn't deserve it more. Like the amount of passion he has should be put into a game that's, like, good. You know? He loves Team Fortress. Loves it. I like the animations. I still quote like Meet the Spy and Meet the Scout in them. And I even quote some of the YouTube poops that are made of those. Anyone a fan of a good YouTube poop? There gotta be some good YouTube poopers in here. Shirley Link. And she's gonna go, what's that supposed to mean? But Shirley Link is a fan of a good YouTube poop. And he gets his head. Oh no, let's do his tilt shield first. Where'd that shit go? Right here. I think I'm gonna put it on the opposite arm. I was about to say, surely you can tell. Yeah. You know, I know you guys feel like you know me, but it goes both ways. Stare long enough at the Reeser and it stares back. Thing about YouTube poops, they're so fucking funny, but they would not fly today. So many of them were so offensive. And maybe well, I won't get canceled for saying this, but I think maybe some people would get the wrong idea about me. But I miss when humor could be a little offensive sometimes. Anyone ever watch Kideo 706? And what was it? Elliot Goes to School? Parasocial, you need to log off? You're right. Elliot Goes to School, anyone? A very, very specific demographic would have seen it. Incredibly, incredibly offensive in many ways. And would not fly today. But it was so fucking funny. I'm waiting 10 minutes to say Warhammer. Well, Emu Overlord 36204. This is in fact Warhammer. And we are in fact assembling Terminators. We've assembled 2 now. The Sergeant, and then 1 Stalwart Warrior. 1 Battle Brother. Is Becky Prim offensive? I don't know what that is. But if it says slurs that are... maybe I'll get canceled for this. Not all slurs are created equal. So like 10 years ago, some were definitely acceptable to say. It doesn't mean it was good, but like they'd be more common in content like that. They were never right, but like some of them were far more common to hear. Some of them were in this content that I think to this day is really funny. It's like the intent. I don't know. That's not cancelable, that's just true. But like in this culture, and again, I feel like sometimes people think that I'm some kind of like closet like conservative, but like the woke culture has now started to be like, they'll dig up old stuff and it's just like, bro, it's like, it's not the, we live in the context. We live in the context of all that has come before, you know? We didn't just fall out of a coconut tree. Can't even say slurs because of woke. I know, isn't it fucking wild? Truly, truly awful. But yeah, Elliot Goes to School, old Gmod content, incredibly offensive. You would never, ever be able to make it today. But man, was it fucking funny. Reese with a round brush silk press. What the hell is that now? What is that? I think that, Nova, I think that's definitely a big part of it. Like, you could make an offensive joke and everyone would be able to laugh because they're laughing with you. But now half the population isn't just laughing with you, they're laughing because they agree with it, whatever offensive thing you said, and they're laughing because like finally someone fucking says it. Bye, Dreamy. But yeah, it's not the same. I'm looking for 25, and I saw it as soon as I looked at the other sprue. I think this is going to be the missile launcher guy. This is going to be the guy with the missile launcher. I always thought anybody who posts a lot of bigoted memes is actually promoting and normalizing the viewpoints. Yeah, because anymore, you can't post stuff like that. And it's like, it's not like you really ever, there was never really a reason to. But like, now anyone who posts stuff like that, like, it's definitely a lot of, dog whistling. You gotta be careful. Because now those viewpoints are real. It's real. So you gotta be careful. How does this leg go? Really? Like this? Okay. That being said, I think if you have to rely on offensive content as a crutch to be funny, it's not nearly as funny. Agreed. It was never good to have offensive content, for sure. But it can be really funny sometimes, and you can't do it anymore. Even if your heart's like in the right place, like if it's not mean-spirited, but like, I mean, all offensive content's at least partially mean-spirited, but like context is important, and you can't even do it anymore like that. I don't believe people laugh at Wojak memes. That can't be real. Oh, it's very real. It's very real. Anyone who goes, I'm just a girl, :3 is absolutely going to be the worst woman you ever met in your entire life. Where'd the file go? There it is. I think it's because a lot of times women get a pass for being offensive. Because, oh, she's dumb, she's a woman. But, like, they're actually very cruel and mean-spirited in nature when they do stuff like that. Like, it's very intentional, but they get a pass. Because she's just a girl. Tee? Randon browses that sub? What sub? Is he looking for a wife in there? I don't think he's gonna like what he finds. They're, I don't really like the term, but it fits. They're just pick-me's. And it's really easy to get the Nazis to like you, because nobody likes them. So, like, it's like, if you seem to empathize with them at all, they're your slaves now. I think Random likes to observe like he's at the zoo. That's interesting. But what did we say just a minute ago? Be careful what you stare into. I was never like a 4chaner or anything, but I used to like kind of keep tabs on places like that, and it was just, I noticed it was just making me like angry and bitter all the time. So even if I wasn't like starting to like share their beliefs, it was starting to like influence me in negative ways. So I cut all that shit out. It's not healthy even to look at. Just Pearly? I don't know who that is, or what that is. She's a whole, like, a grifter. Oh, heard. Hippie girl gets dogged on for being unpickable. Yikes. That's a certified yikes moment. I know people who are, or like, not really know people, but it's like people who like are obsessed with like watching train wreck personalities online. I feel like you're kind of culpable. Like you can't enable that kind of stuff even by looking. It depends on how much. Like if it's just something you're aware of, that's one thing. But if it's like someone on TikTok who is clearly super mentally ill and they have a giant audience and like people just love watching them like fall apart, in like a way like Trisha Paytas, you know, how she's kind of like a train wreck of a person, but she has this giant, like, how is she so famous? It's because people love watching it, and it's like you're kind of culpable, like, for all the awful things. Because you're enabling it by giving them an audience and money and all this other things. You see that Tradwife article? No. I should take a peek, though. Maybe I can find one. I said I was going to make this guy the guy with the missile launchers, so he's not going to get the chain sword. He's going to get a normal fist. Is this the fist with the targeting reticle? Yes, I have to be careful not to use that one either. I'm not out of sprue glue, but I feel like a lot of it's kind of solidified at the bottom of this. It needs more liquid, but I don't have any glue to put in there. Maybe when I buy 2 bottles, I'll empty half of one of them into this and add some more sprue. My goo is running out. It's weird. The instructions say, okay, so this is the arm you put on. Okay, and this is the arm you put on. But all of these guys have flat shoulder connectors, so like you can put any of the arms on any of them. It's weird the instructions doesn't seem to point that out. Let's put the missile launcher together now. Ooh, this missile launcher is really complex. Why does it have so many parts? Whatever. Only thing you can do is get to it. You know, like you'll ask someone, you know, like sometimes I'll be talking to some people that I know, and they'll be like, yeah, I was watching this person. I go, who's that? And they're like, oh, there's some like really ill person that I just like watching. And it's like, it makes me sad. Like, you just like watching this poor person as their whole life falls apart. Like, I understand the human desire to watch that kind of stuff, but like it makes me really sad. It's unfortunate to run out of goo. I know. How am I supposed to fucking have a child without my sprue glue? My sprue goo, even. So you take this part. How the fuck does this go? I think like this. Didn't Grim just tweet about some dude? I have no idea. None. Hello, Das. Peepo, Spain. What the? How does this go? This feels like it's... You take this, and it has this little lip on this side, so this way. And then you take this thing, and it sits right... yeah, I guess it's right. Okay. Shit, this is really going into my goo reserves. Oh shit, I don't think we're gonna be able to finish these guys. I don't have enough fucking glue. I wish I was able to get some, but I gotta go to the Gunpla store. Gotta walk the dogs. Bye bye, Blackberry. I feel like we gotta let people have train wreck lives in private. Absolutely. But social media, like, we're long past being able to do that as a society. It's just never happening. So we just have to kind of let that be, unfortunately. I get what part this is, I think. Is this the bottom? What? It feels wrong. Like I've done this wrong. But I've not. They fit together as they should. So we're just going to trust the process. 94, 95. Okay. $94. 95. Like, don't get me wrong, people are allowed to have train wreck lives for certain, but like, I don't think we should be enabling them, because then it's like, oh, actually, acting like this is getting me a lot of attention and money, so I think I'm just gonna keep doing it, and that's bad for everybody, because now they're like a menace to society. And we live in a society, so we gotta be careful what we propagate. Sometimes you gotta sprinkle that in there. Wait. The coconut tree is just we live in a society. Oh shit. I didn't know. Shit. This part goes here like this. And now we have one side of it, one missile pod, and then there's one more piece, and then we have half of it done. This is so many parts, just for little some shoulder-mounted missiles. I do think this is gonna have to be the last one we do. I don't know when the film is, but I'm running out of time. This is taking way longer than I thought it would. I thought this would be a quick fucking thing, but these guys are pretty complex to assemble, actually. I'm having fun, though. I'm glad they are. But we'll probably have to maybe start tomorrow's stream by finishing these up. And tomorrow morning, I'll go get glue. We'll see. We'll just keep going until I can't. Maybe we can get one more. This guy's more complex because he has the missile launcher, but another guy would go pretty fast. So you take this thing, and it goes like this. Yup. Carefully trimming my Twitter to only show Mesmer, Hatsune Miku, and Zenozone Zero. That's pretty good, actually. Pretty good. I've trained mine to only show me animals and any anime game that has butts on it or boobies, and that's it. That's it, I think. That's all it does. Is it Nikkei or is it Nike? I think it's Nikkei, but that pisses me off. Because it's called Goddess of Victory, so you would assume that it is pronounced like the actual Nike Goddess of Victory, but no. So they're actually just ill for that one, actually. Nikkei. Insert Gordon Ramsay, kill yourselves. That clip of Gordon Ramsay is so fucking funny. Because it's him saying you're going to kill yourself eating like that, but then they clip it out of context, so then it just looks like he's telling someone to kill themselves, and it's so fucking funny. Yeah, because of Link, I've started to get a whole ton of Godzilla on my timeline. Like, a lot. And Connor, too. Because of him, I started getting fucking Godzilla versus Mechagodzilla on my timeline, because he and I were talking about it the other day. Did you see that Nikkei Gundam model? No. I didn't. But you've piqued my interest. Like, is it an actual Gundam model, or is it a Gundam in the game? Like, is it an actual Gunpla with jiggle physics? Because that sounds kind of awesome, I think. Like a bobblehead, but it's ass. That rules. Humanity truly is worth saving. It's funny. I know we're going to end this stream, and a lot of you guys will be like, man, that was my favorite stream of yours in a while. It was so chill and relaxing. And then Twitch will send me the summary, and it will have the worst viewership of any stream I've done in like 3 months. And I know part of that's because it's unscheduled, but it's funny how that works. But I wasn't expecting good viewership. I just wanted to stream. Men used to go to war. I know. We used to be a real country. We used to be a country, bro. What happened to us? We used to be a country. I've saved every Twitch summary that they've sent me. My streamer email is full of all the summaries of every stream I've ever done. I haven't deleted a single one. I don't even really look at them anymore, but I'm still saving them. So one day when I'm as big as PewDiePie, I can look back at them and go, man, look at that. Post-stream photo wrap-up. Yeah, I still haven't gotten a good photo set up. That's something else I need to do. I would like to be able to take pictures of this stuff and be like, look at what we did today. I think that would be really good. It's an easy way to get socials. Okay, so we finished both halves of the missile pods. How do they go together? That part. Okay. I saw that part. Where did it go? saw this part earlier. Where did it go? Shit, I've lost it. There it is. When you make it big, don't forget who got you a Gigan sticker. You're right. If you were doing off-stream painting, you could also photo film little bits of the various stages and edit together quick cuts. Yeah. I'm just really bad with social media because I just don't live a very interesting life, which is normal. I'm not, like, lamenting that. That's very normal. So it's just, like, I don't have things to say. CCV, concurrent viewers. Streamer lingo for how many eyeballs you got on you, on average, across all of your content. Because to make it, I think, have good enough income to support myself, I think I would probably need a couple hundred CCV, at least. Which isn't that far numerically, but I think as far as like the actual mountain that you have to climb to get there is a lot taller than I think people think, even for me. V-paints get views. I don't know if it translates to long paint stream viewers. Yeah. I don't know. I think some people would have been able to do better with what if they were in the same position as me, the Nepo baby. But I'm what y'all got, so buckle up. This might be our last guy, not because of time, because I'm just nearly out of fucking goo. I ain't got much of this shit left. There we go. And this guy needs his shoulder pads. I forgot them. Wait. Which guy is this? It's the guy who's taken a step. Oh, they all have the same shoulder pads. It doesn't matter. Okay. Yeah. Of course. The only one who's different is the sergeant. And I think this guy's going to be different by not having a tilt shield. That'll be his quirky behavior. He will not have one. Will you ever stream a game of this? Like the actual tabletop? I haven't really thought about it. I mean, I have enough models, definitely, to do it. I would probably end up doing it with Landon or Connor. We would need a whole space for it, like a big-ass table. I mean, I guess we could do smaller point games, maybe Kill Team. I've thought about, like, sometimes, like, hey, man, like, what if we all got together and you guys assembled and painted some? Like, wouldn't that be fun? I haven't asked them, though. Because, like, where would I put it? I don't have a channel. Have I tried the glass files? Yes, I cracked them out this stream. They're very epic. Do one-shots work for the game? Absolutely. Every game is a one-shot, actually. There are campaigns, but like every single match in the campaign is self-contained. Wait, I didn't give him his thigh plates. Fuck. Which ones are they? I have to find them. 59. 62. 62. 62. There it is. Where'd 59 go? There it is. 62 goes on his... It's not even right. Those aren't even the fucking right ones. Does it matter? No. They're all the same. Oh, I hear Connor mobilizing. I think my time has come. Come in.
Hello.
Hello.
The movie starts at 40 minutes.
40 minutes?
40 minutes.
I'm streaming, if that wasn't obvious.
Yeah, we probably gotta go soon.
I figured.
And probably meaning we do gotta go soon.
Yup.
Okay.
Give me 5 minutes and I'll wrap this up.
Got it.
I can't get the fucking thing in there. I can't get his thigh plate on. His arm's in the way. His feffing arm. Get out of the way! Okay. It's been a minute since I said feth. That came out reflexively. It is on topic though, so that's fine. They're watching Deadpool? Yes, we are watching Deadpool with Landon and Carol and Kane. Too high. Too soon. You have summoned me too soon. Is it too high, actually? Or is the other one not high enough? Fuck. If it's Kane or Kane or Kane... It's the first one. It's the first one. I believe it's K-E-I. Don't quote me on that, but I believe it's K-E-I. I've seen Landon spell it that way, at least. Half the time, I just call him Doc. Which, I don't know if he likes or not, but it feels kind of fun for everybody. Trying to get this at the right orientation. Okay. Well, here's the guy with the missile pods. Ta-da! This guy's like walking tanks. Like he has a gigantic missile pod on his back. That's so cool. I really like these guys. We almost finished. We only had 2 left, but that's gonna have to be it for today. We won't even go back to Big Reese. We'll just end from here. Everybody, Bayshell, sorry that I'm ending already. Actually, it's been 2 hours, so actually, never mind. Bye, everybody. Bye. Bye. I'm gonna be talking from you across the room now. Is there anybody I can raid? Just throw whatever many